up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, aka the King of Soul, and today we got some Jordan 3s to look at. The Air Jordan 3 Retro. Now this is the collaboration with Balvin. Before we get to review, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. If you do dig the content, also hit that share button. Now these videos that we do on this channel are strictly for review purposes, so if you do have any questions or comments, definitely make sure you leave those down below. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the review. So this actual sneaker, they actually did give us like this plastic shroud, and it is kind of like grayish black, and we've been seeing a lot of these shrouds with most Air Jordan collaborations. Like I know with Manier, and I know Travis Scott, like, you know, we've been getting like, you know, those plastic shrouds. So I feel like it was a pretty decent touch, but was it necessary? I don't think so, because like the packaging itself kind of serves it, you know, some justice. Let's just talk about the box first and foremost. You do have like, you know, this sunset appeal. And it does have like, you know, that smiley face with the lightning bolts that Balvin tends to put, like, you know, on a lot of his, like, you know, releases. And it is like, you know, like this sunset, as if you were like, you know, sitting on the beach. The whole purpose of it is like, you know, just a lot of positive affirmations, and just basically just saying like, you know, just to keep pushing whatever it is that you desire in life. Just go and work after it, and you know, just strive for greatness. And like, I mean, me personally, I'm a very positive person. So like when you talk about the law of attraction and things and speaking things into existence, like I'm a firm believer in that. So like with a release like this, and it kind of like, you know, digs into that and actually incorporated that with this sneaker, I actually kind of like the overall like concept. Now there is like, you know, some verbiage on the bottom here, and it does say, "A sunset reminds me a new day full of opportunity is coming," and it is a J Balvin signature there at the bottom. So like they did kind of like have like the sunset kind of contrast throughout the entire box here, the packaging. Now one thing that I did like, because like with most Air Jordan 3s, you know, we do get that elephant print design at the bottom. They kind of did that one here, but it's just like, you know, this kind of dark purple, and hopefully you can kind of see that in the camera. But either way, I try to get a close up nevertheless. But the box label on this sneaker actually reads Air Jordan 3 Retro SP, and it does say multicolor, multi. That's what the colorway reads on the sneaker. But nevertheless, let's just go ahead and dig into the sneaker itself. So like when you do open the box, now they did kind of continue with this whole sunset appeal. So like, you know, it just contrasts from like, you know, the yellow to the bright orange, and then going to the other side, you start going into like, you know, that black, purple, midnight blue, whatever you want to call it. So like, I mean, it just kind of just had like that whole sunset appeal going through the whole packaging. And the right in the description here, it does look like it say the same thing, and it's the same phrase that was on the front of the box. Well, sentence, it says like, you know, a sunset always remind me that a new day full of opportunity is coming. So like at the end of the day, they just kind of just, you know, went crazy with that throughout the whole overall packaging of the sneaker. It does come double wrapped, so you do up under have like, you know, this there's like this plain white wax paper. But this is getting into the actual sneaker itself. So like me personally, again, I was a fan of it just because like of the whole positive affirmations and everything, and speaking things into existence. Like I said, very positive person, so I was here for it. So nevertheless, but there you go, Air Jordan 3 J Balvin. So let's go ahead and look at the right sneaker like we always do. So you have this yellow piping going through the entire upper of the sneaker. So from hindsight, I know it could kind of look like, you know, it's white, but it is kind of like a creamish, cream yellowish sail kind of color going through the entire upper of the actual sneaker. And in most cases, like with Air Jordan 3s, they tend to either give you a mixture of like, you know, real leather versus synthetic leather. But on this actual sneaker, it's like leather real leather through the entire upper. On the lateral side of the sneaker, it does look just like any other Air Jordan 3. One thing that's a little bit different is like, you know, the elephant print is kind of like, you know, that grayish tan, but it is kind of like the same material as they use. I don't know if it's like suede or nubuck, whatever it may be for the elephant print, but it is like, you know, a lighter contrast than what you would expect from any other Air Jordan 3. Now, it does have more of that yellowish aged sail going across the midsole here. Now, one thing that I wasn't really a fan of, now again, dope concept of the sneaker. So like when you look going towards like the back heel and everything, and I'm kind of going out of order like I do on most of my videos. Now, the back of the sneaker is actually supposed to be a sunset. So of course, you know, with the yellow, you got the sun, then it's like, you know, it starts to blend. Like I said, like mostly like how most sunsets are. What I didn't like was the fact that I don't know, I wish that they would have it would have been more gradient, like it would have like faded a little bit more versus it being kind of like blotchy going purple, pink to like orange. I just wish they would have kind of like, you know, blended that a little bit better. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make or break, you know, the actual sneaker or anything like that. But it's just a preference of mine. You do have like these yellowish gold eye stays, like on the lateral side, and then this portion right here going across the mid panel of the sneaker, you do actually have like, you know, this suede material going toward the front of the sneaker. You do have more of that leather, smooth leather in the toe box. Now it is like, you know, kind of tumble going through the entire upper. They do have the double mud guard, pretty much what you would expect from most Air Jordan 3s. Now going towards the tongue of the sneaker, you do have this sail perforated leather going through like the bottom portion of the tongue. The sneaker does come with these flat rope laces, and then like it does have like the all leather, you know, tongue like always with most Air Jordan 3s. It has the gold Jumpman and stitch there on the medial side of the sneaker. Pretty much what you would expect from any other Air Jordan 3, consistent with the other side. So you have more of the elephant print, then like, you know, of course like the sunset contrast from like, you know, the back here, and then like, you know, you have more of that yellowish cream midsole. Of course, you got your air bubble there, and then more of that light gray elephant print going toward the front of the sneaker. Now going across like the sock liner or the ankle collar here, they do have this suede material here, and then it is kind of it does have like that yellow piping going through the back of the tongue there. Now the inside of the sneaker, I'm not going to pull the soles out, but it is kind of like a sunset there on the inside as well, and then it's like, you know, blue going toward the back, and it does have the Jumpman logo with air at the bottom, and then for the eye they have like this actual lightning bolt from like, you know, the J Balvin. But nevertheless, pretty solid sneaker overall. Then going toward the back of the sneaker, now on this sneaker they have that J Balvin, you know, smiley face on the right shoe. On the left one, it actually has the Nike Air, and I'm happy they went along with the Nike Air logo on the back of this versus like, you know, the Jumpman logo, because I am one of those people. I prefer the Nike Air branding on the back of Jordan 3s and Jordan 4s. So at the end of the day, good job there, Jordan brand. And then only other thing, on the left sneaker, it does come with this plastic tag here, and it is like, you know, that J Balvin smiley face logo with the lightning bolts for the eyes. But again, man, like pretty solid release, man. Like I said, when I actually first started seeing this sneaker surface, at first I wasn't really a fan, but then when I got to, like I said, looking up like, you know, just looking at reviews and everything on this sneaker, and just kind of just getting like the understanding of like what was it actually supposed to reference and the meaning behind like the actual release and everything, I just felt like, you know, it kind of just enticed like the entire, you know, overall release of the sneaker. So if I was actually to grade this sneaker, I wouldn't give it a 10, I wouldn't give it a 9, but I would give it a solid 8. 8 out of 10 on this one. Only thing that I really didn't go over. So on the bottom of the sneaker, you do have this milky white translucent. So that's a huge deal breaker for me. I hate sneakers, Jordan 11s, things like that do have like these soles that it's like, you know, because this is going to yellow and age over time. Me personally, I like to get as much wear out of my sneakers. Like, you know, over time it's going to start to yellow, and I don't really know. Maybe because of, like, you know, the sale and, like, you know, the cream color going out through the entire sneaker, it may look pretty decent as it ages and start to yellow at the bottom. But at the end of the day, I hate shoes that yellow. Even if it's a situation, if you try to store them properly, they just tend to oxidize and it just ruins the whole sneaker. So hopefully this sneaker will actually stand the test of time and actually, you know, still look decent, you know, because me personally, like I said, I don't really wear a lot of my sneakers often. But at the same time, like, I do want to get as much wear out of them, so I really try to make sure I can get them to last as long as they possibly can. But that's pretty much it. But nevertheless, man, I thank you guys for taking the time to check in with me and tune in as always. Again, I encourage you to always stay engaged, so please make sure you guys are following me on all my social network channels. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everything, Twitter. Everything is at the King of Soul. But before we get up out of here, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a 360, a B-roll. But there you go, J Balvin 3. So there's the front of the sneaker. There's the lateral side of the right, lateral side of the left. There's the bottom of the sneaker. There's the medial side. And then the best part of the sneaker, in my opinion, the back here. I love the back heel tabs. Yeah, man, but nevertheless, man, again, I thank you guys for tuning in. So thank you guys, like always. Again, I can't thank you. Make sure you guys stay engaged with me. Until next time, see you later.